26th, and I'm taking the day off the 27th so I can recover from it because I'm going to go see Top Gun 2 like 3 times that day.
Oh, man.
The new
trailer
is insane.
Yes. And it took me straight back to 1986, man. I'm telling you right now. I was like, God, I remember sitting in the theater watching the original. Or was it 88? I don't remember.
86.
Oh, 86?
Yeah, I was 86. Well, I'd only been in the Navy a little over a year at that point. So, yeah, that was a big deal, man. Top Gun come out.
I wonder if, like, when that movie came out, if the Navy saw a bunch of people in the list.
Oh, shit tons, dude.
Did they?
Ass tons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
movie, man, that movie made you so proud to be an American. I mean,
I can tell you this much. I guarantee Navy recruiting will go up again.
Oh, dude, I remember, man. You walked out of that theater. You felt so patriotic. That movie was just, and you know what's it was a big movie across the world.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it'd be interesting to see like what kind of emotions that enacted in people in other countries when they watched it. Because I mean, dude, I walked out of there and was like, "You're goddamn right, I'm an American."
Man,
fuck a bunch of Russians.
And in this set of trailers, there's a lot of first off, there's a lot of similarities from the old in the new. So, like, remember I hit the brakes, so fly right by.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was in what we called a Sky Pig, the F-14 Tomcat, which honestly is the F-14 Tomcat's like the size of a small commercial jet compared to the F-18, right? Well, they're flying Super Hornets in this one, and Super Hornets are able to do a whole lot more than regular Hornets. They've got some like the leading edge of the outer part of the wings different. It creates more lift. It also, in place in certain situations, can create more drag. So when he goes to pull up on that, you know, a Super Hornet, when you pull up on a Super Hornet, it will go straight up. When you pull up on an F-16, it won't go straight up. It takes a sweet time getting there. And in F-14, that's like pulling straight up in a damn 737, right? Well, this Super Hornet, it's basically standing up on its ass end about 20 meters above the trailing aircraft to where he brings it back down, kind of gets it in sights. And
how much you think that was CGI?
I don't know how much was CGI and how much was creative editing, because I can tell you that in the real world and in the real military, that's way too close. It's called the bubble. You're in somebody else's bubble. And that's a violation. That's a big violation. They don't even do that in training. Not even that close. The only people that are literally allowed to be that close to each other are the Blue Angels in the Navy. That's pretty much it. Everybody else, you've got, you got to have your personal space.
Yeah, but don't you think it like some of those Top Gun schools? Don't you think they're bending those? I mean, those guys are crazy.
Well, I can tell you this much: in some of the scenes that Tom Cruise is flying, because he is zipping at MOE. And for those who don't know what MOE is map of the earth. He is 50 feet off the ground and in 90 degrees to the left, 90 degrees to the right. I mean, he is just absolutely slipping in and out like he's going, like he's on a damn F1 track.
You said Tom Cruise, like Tom Cruise is flying that fucking jet.
Well, he's flying in the jet. And then I saw a breakdown of the trailer on YouTube, which is really cool. There's 6 IMAX cameras. He's in a 2-seater, but it looks like he's the pilot. Because in F-18s, the 2-seaters are just for training. They don't have a radar intercept officer or anything. The pilot and the computer does it by themselves. But it makes it look like he is the pilot. But there's 6 IMAX cameras that are focused on him, and one's at a wide angle, and the other's at a close-up. And
I wish Donnie was here. I've never even seen like an hour.
It's, man, I don't know how they got 6 of them crammed into this thing on a rig, but they did. And it made for some serious dynamic shots, because you're watching Tom Cruise and he's talking to a couple of the jets. So then as he's doing that, the camera that's focused on him up close, that part of the film is in there. And then when he quits talking, there's a wide angle one for the cockpit, and then an even wider angle one that'll catch outside the cockpit, left and right. So if he's talking to somebody on his wingman or something like that, then there's one camera kind of pointed kind of at an angle by him and focusing on the other plane. And it makes for some hella dynamic shots from that editing. And you can't really tell it if you're just looking at it. You got to really kind of put your editing shoes on.
You're excited about this movie, aren't you?
Dude, I can't stop talking. We talked about it at work today. I can't stop talking about it. You know, and
give me the release date again. Give me the release
June
date.
26th of 2020.
June 26th.
Yeah. June 26th, 2020.
Okay, so we'll go to the theater. We'll watch Top Gun 2.
As soon as those tickets are able to be bought beforehand on sale, I'm buying too. Dude.
Let's go, man.
I swear to I wouldn't shit you. You're my favorite turd. I swear to God.
Dude, I swear to God, man. Because I do, man. I still remember the way that first one made me feel when I watched that movie. And then I remember, man, it came out on VHS tape. And I think me and my brother just wore that tape out. Like you would just watch it. Dude, it was... we may have had a bootleg. I kind of remember there like being a hand sticker on the outside of the tape. So
Dude,
we may have a bootleg copy.
I have VHS. I have DVD. I have Blu-ray. And then I have the Blu-ray 30th anniversary, which was 3 years ago. Here's what I don't get. Now, I'm going to have to watch the movie to figure this out. There's a little bit of a sneaky part on the trailer about it. So he's a full bird captain, kind of full bird colonel, except for he's in the Navy, right? If you've been in the Navy, now it takes you 2 years to go through pilot school before you get attached to a squadron, and he'd probably been flying a year beyond that to even get an opportunity to go to Miramar. So that movie came out in '86. Let's say he started pilot school in '83. Okay. Now
he's out in '85.
Right, and he out in the squadron in '85, and then he goes to Miramar in '86 when the movie takes place. But my point is, he's going through pilot school for 2 years. He had to go through officer candidate school first. So maybe he probably began his commission in '82, which would put this, now you get me thinking like Christopher Walken again. In '82, so that puts him 37 years. So he's been in the military 37 years, and he's just a captain when he probably should be a 3-star admiral.
You are one of like 3 people in the country that have done all the math on this. You know that, right? The other 2 live in their mom's basement, okay?
Yeah.
A little bit overweight. They got the fucking Iceman haircut going on down there. They got some sand. So they bought some tube sand at Lowe's.
Right.
Spread it out in their mom's basement. They got some volleyball action going on down there.
I said meatloaf, Mom. I hate turkey sandwich. Meatloaf. Sorry, what were we talking about? Oh, that's right. Fat guy living in his mom's basement. Speaking of fat guy, if I could be anybody other than fat guy.
Yeah, wait. We started this conversation earlier, and I said, save this for when we're recording. Finish this statement. Who would it be if you could pick anybody to have their physique? Who would it be?
Patrick Swayze. Straight up Patrick Swayze.
Okay, what time period? Does it matter?
Roadhouse.
Are you taking any of them?
No, Roadhouse. Roadhouse, Patrick Swayze.
So the problem with this is, now that I know, because I know how much windshield time you get with your job. Mm-hmm. So I know at some point you're driving around the highways of Oklahoma and you're having the serious session of deep thoughts about whose physique, if I could choose any physique, who would it be? And I know you just didn't haphazardly pick Patrick Swayze. You did some thinking on this.
Oh, totally. Not only that, I've gone through lines and lines and lines of stuff that I would probably say. Like if somebody said, what if somebody calls my mom a whore? Well, is she?
Because you think if you had that physique, you could get away with saying shit like that?
I don't know. Now, I wouldn't be in there. I wouldn't be outside doing that gay ass Tai Chi shit. No, it'd be a little bit more manly Brazilian martial art or something like that. Maybe
Man, you have got a lot of hours in
Krav
thinking
Maga.
about this subject, dude.
I drive a lot of drive.
I mean, tell me the other two. Tell me I drive a lot of drive. So, top three, you pick Patrick Swayze as the fucking gold medal standard.
Oh, for
Who
sure.
would be the other two in your top three?
Let's pick a real guy, a realistic guy. If I could, and it doesn't have to be the YouTube thing, but if I could mold myself like somebody, it'd probably be Casey Neistat. I mean, the dude runs half marathons just about every day.
Yeah. He's
At like a
running
7:20 pace. And if you've ever seen him with his shirt off, he's pretty freaking fit for a 40.
So everyday Joe Blow, you're going with Casey Neistat.
Yep. And if I could truly have the physique of Midas, it would probably, I'm not shitting you, here we go, Carl Edwards.
Who?
Carl Edwards, the former NASCAR driver.
I know who you're talking about, but I never saw that coming.
Okay, and now because Donnie's not here, I want you to put in ESPN
Okay.
space Carl space Edwards, and then hit images. That's all you got to do. Everybody else, you can do this at home too. You can play along. ESPN space Carl space Edwards, and then hit images.
It bothers me that you. It bothers me that you were so quick to give me this information, and then I do what you tell me, and it's like soft gay porn.
Okay, we'll skip that. It should be. Now you have to click images.
I did. I've got the cover to the ESPN magazine.
Okay.
I've got a photo that came out of that photo. That's what I'm saying. They look like soft gay porn ads, from what I hear.
If you could be asthma free and have the body like this, would you?
No, that's a lot of work.
Well, it is.
I'm going my top three. I'm going to go. Let's go Mark Spitz, just because I think he was a swimmer.
I was going to say, who the fuck is Mark Spitz?
Let's go Mark Spitz.
Hey, that's like
Let's
that's
go.
You know what? I think that's a dude that invented the sunflower seed, isn't it?
It might be.
Yeah.
I think it is. So I'm going Mark Spitz. Everyday dude. Man, everyday guy? That's a hard one. I don't know if I can go every.
That's another fucking T-shirt. Just everyday guy.
Everyday guy. I'll go. Shit, I don't know, man. I don't know any everyday dudes that I want to have their body. This is a weird conversation, man.
Well, you wanted to save it for the podcast. Now everybody else.
I learned a lesson on this.
Yeah, now everybody else is fishing in the same pond as you.
Jesus.
Good luck catching
I
fish.
find
now.
it intriguing that this is a thought process you had driving down the road, and you had to use some skills of deduction to get down to Patrick Swayze.
Oh, and in Roadhouse in particular. I mean, in what other? Are you done? In what other situation? In what other situation do you know of where somebody is drinking coffee and whooping ass? I mean, just whooping that ass.
Oh, you know it's happening somewhere in Oklahoma because it's Thursday.
Drinking coffee and whooping ass?
Maybe not coffee. That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, drinking coffee and whooping ass. Whooping ass.
I don't know, dude.
Here's
I just find it bizarre that you've invested some time getting down to this.
You remember the town that he was in?
In Roadhouse?
Yeah.
No.
Jasper. You know what state it was in?
Texas, wasn't it?
Missouri. Thank you very much.
Oh, is that a real town?
Right outside of Kansas City.
I'll be damned.
So
You roll through there every now and then, just kind of like reminisce about the movie, or
no, but I like pineapple.
I eat them.
That's so fun. Patrick Swayze, man. That's and I'm not talking Point Break Patrick Swayze. I'm not talking Ugly Dancing Patrick Swayze.
Did his hair play into it? Did the hair play into it at all?
No, actually, in my head, it's shaved. in my brain.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's shaved. I look